Greetings from SpiritQuest Sedona Retreats, the place for healing, self-growth, and relationship repair. Thanks for joining us.
Hello, and this is Jessica with SpiritQuest Sedona Retreats. I was just wanting to talk a little bit about what happens when people overpromise with healing and the concept of smoke and mirrors, non-authentic incongruency in the world of healers and practitioners, and especially in Sedona. So just things to be made aware of and to contemplate and to think about as you venture into the world of healing in Sedona. So it's important to do your research, of course, and I'm sure you have noticed that there's a lot of healers in Sedona. And this is an important thing to discuss because a lot of people make these big promises like lose 40 pounds in 5 weeks and completely change your life and transform. And although we do use some terminology like that at SpiritQuest in terms of transformative or profound, which are important words, we never say that we are going to change you. We never say that we are going to heal you. We never say that we are going to be the one that's going to be responsible for your evolutionary transformation. You know why? Because that's taking your power away. Reclaiming your power is the most important component of healing. Reclaiming your power means that you are the one who's responsible for your own change. You are the one responsible for your own weight loss, healing, release of old trauma, breaking your old beliefs, healing your relationships, so on and so forth. When we, as people who have some authority or power with our credentials or our life path or our chosen profession, when we take credit and say that we are the ones responsible for doing it, it kind of leaves you in a poor place when you go home. You want to be the one that has the tools, that has the power, that has the professionalism, that has the know-how, that has the integration tools. Otherwise, it's very, very hard to keep your healing sustainable and long-term. Another thing you need to watch out for is that a lot of people come to Sedona and hold on to these philosophies or concepts that are very new age. This can be interesting and a field of study, metaphysics, good for people who are really on the ground already. Someone who's grounded, stable, consistent, emotionally intelligent, really doing well in this lifetime, in this matrix, so to speak, that we've built. Good job, stable resources, emotionally available and stable and healthy and bright, no bad poor habits. Then it's good to venture, I guess, if that's something that really inspires you. But what can happen is there's something called a spiritual bypass that happens. And it's just another disassociation tactic, just the same as anything else, porn or gambling or drugs. Not as bad as that, but it can be a slight version of that, where instead of going in and confronting the here and now and the person in the mirror, learning how to have great integrity, learning how to be authentic and truthful and loving, learning how to not gossip and think poorly about others, learning how to release anger from our hearts, have sustainable peace, long-term altruism, where we care about our impact of the humans that are here in our life now. That is the most important thing. Nobody can tell you how many lives you've had, what you've been in your past lives. No one can tell you exactly what Akashic records hold. Nobody can tell you that there's aliens and these other dimensions and realities, and these are things that are hard to reach. And it can be dangerous for somebody who hasn't done their work and improved and took care of this body that's here in this reality right now, right here. A person who hasn't done that deep emotional release and emotional stability and emotional wellness that it takes to have self-love, self-discipline, clear agreements. Always stand by your word, do the right thing, and build a future for yourself where you can have sustainability. And it's not just all about manifesting, and it's not just all about readings and tarot cards and just trusting every little thing. And yes, trust is important, but we also have to be responsible for forging our own way and picking what's right for us. And know that, especially when it comes to big trauma events, big emotional events, things where we're struggling, it's really important that we work with the practical, not these big promises, not these I'll come in and change your DNA, not these big promises where you'll come and spend 3 days and walk through this veil and all of a sudden be able to communicate with people who have passed. Another thing to watch out for is there's a lot of people who come to Sedona and we send them nothing but blessings if their intentions are pure. But there's two things. One, people are working with people in a healing capacity and they have not done the healing themselves. So these are people who are practitioners, healers, whatever it is, whatever modality they do, whatever their spiritual gift is. Let's say they're a medium, or they read cards, or they're an angel person. I don't know. They have these different modalities, but they haven't done their own healing. This is true for even a therapist and even traditional Western allopathic medicine. When you are opening yourself up to be vulnerable, open, share the darkest parts or the most hidden parts of you, the most vulnerable, to somebody who has not done their work, their healing. And this isn't just spiritually bypassing and reading cards every day. This isn't about carrying around a pocket full of crystals. Okay? This is about really cracking open and doing that deep catharsis and confronting our fear, confronting the person in the mirror, and working through all those components, all those layers, all of those little parts of us that get nestled into our subconscious, our psyche, our hearts, our concepts of trust and safety and normalcy and relationship and intimacy and integrity. Until we crack into those deeper layers of our physical body, all the trauma that we've stored into our necks and our teeth and our head and our arms, and clearing and releasing and talking it through, and until we've done that, we have no place being a practitioner or a healer, because what can happen is that we trigger and we trauma bond. So people who haven't done their healing, who step into that realm, well, they are saying that they are open conduits to work as sources, tool, if you will, to help people who have trauma and who are hurting. It's not healthy. It can trauma bond. The information that's passing through this person, whether divine or not, can be skewed, and the perspective is off, and it's almost as if the static is picking up the wrong messages. So do you want to entrust your healing, your biggest asset, your health, your well-being, your mindset, your perspective, your philosophy on life? Do you want to entrust that to a person who's still walking through their muck, who still gets triggered, who still has old conditioning, who still plots against people and flips out when they, having road rage, and can't come to work consistently, and can't have a housing sustainability, and can't do, their word isn't good. And then behind the scenes, behind the smoke and mirrors, behind the facade, behind the pretty little sparkle and crystal and pendulum and card, there's still a person who's really hurting. Their heart's been broken in a lot of pieces. And that's not the best, most integral pillar that you want coming in and helping you to see yourself. We only hold up a mirror. That's all we can do, is hold up a mirror and help you to finally see your beauty, your grace. In order to do that, we have to be healers. we have to be pillars, as healers. Being a healer is a big thing. Saying you are a healer, I am a healer is a very big deal. That means you're taking responsibility for someone else's healing. We at SpiritQuest prefer to say self-healing. We really like that. You are responsible for your own healing. Another thing that I like to address and talk about is this idea and concept of these credentials. So yes, we have people on staff who've had a lot of training, and I think that's very, very important. You're going into the realm of a holistic retreat company, and we're not governed by any Western medicine agencies, okay? So there's not a lot of oversight. You have to rely on the management, right? Of the management of the owner, the people who vet these practitioners, okay? So you have to entrust the company to do their background checks, to do their due diligence, to sit with them, to make sure that they're the real deal. Because let me tell you, there are so many people who come into Sedona and they take these little courses, and now all of a sudden they're a this and a that. They're a master coach. They're a master spiritual this. They're a quantum doodly dad. There's so many of them. I could get lost. You could just peruse the internet, and there's a lot of really new age concepts, and that might be appealing to some people. I'm not saying that this isn't necessarily a podcast or an episode for you if you're really into those, but the thing of it is that do your research. Be careful if you're in a darker place or a harder place to entrust someone with those types of modalities. It can be dangerous. You're entrusting somebody with your life, your wellness, your health, your own perspective of your own being. So just to wrap up, while researching healing in Sedona, be mindful that there is a tremendous amount of people who call themselves different titles. No one should be your guru. No one should give you the answers. No one should answer your questions. All that people can do is guide you to your truth, guide you back to your own heart, guide you back to your original essence, which is the key. That is the practitioner you're looking for. You. We get so distracted and out of ourselves. We forget how amazing we are. All of our innate beauty, all of our innate skills. We are profound gurus for our own self. We are our guide. And if you're struggling, one of the most powerful things to do is to reach your hand out and say, help. I'm going to allow other humans to see me, see my pain. That's the key. That's really the key. But there has to be a trust there. There has to be a level of trust. Our practitioners are well vetted. We sit with them. We make sure that they walk their talk. They don't have this great look on paper, all these things they've done, and then they're living out of their car on food stamps, broken relationships, can't keep an intimate relationship longer than a month, won't pay taxes, talks trash about people behind their back, and secretively smokes pot every night. And, it's just stuff like that. And we see it a lot happening in Sedona. I'm not saying that people can't heal from pasts. All of us have pasts. We've had pasts where we struggle. We've had pasts where we've done things that are really despicable. And so that's different once you've healed and you're able to turn your life around. But it's in those small, subtle moments where we really show ourselves who we are. And so if you're entrusting a company, an entity, a practitioner, a healer, a master, whomever it is, just be very careful. Make sure you really sit with them and feel into their integrity, feel into their authenticity. Make sure that they're using terminology that you understand and you can take home and apply. Okay, well, this quantum field of, I'm not doing it any justice because I'm not well versed, but does that make sense when you go back home? Can you utilize it when you get back home? If it really clicks for you and it's very profound and you have great ahas, then great. Everyone's different, but just be careful that you can integrate that. And same thing with substances, these big, psilocybin, ketamine, all these things. Just be careful to not give your power away to a person, a substance. And so we're all just walking each other home at the end of the day. All we can do is be healthy, bright, stable forces of love and altruism, and coming from that pure place of care for the human condition and human evolution, and offer ourselves to be of assistance. And okay, so just things to be aware of.